Hey guys and gals, let's build Andrea's Modern Mansion by LEGO Friends. This is set number 42639, contains 2,275 bricks, retails for $199.99, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. So thank you kindly LEGO for sending this to me. This will make some great commentary. So, it does come with 10 mini dolls and all sorts of stuff. We also get to make a car, and looks like a garage, and a pool by the stairs, all sorts of stuff. And we get 2 booklets here. And we're going to be going through bags 1 through 5 in this installment. I'm predicting there's going to be 4 installments in this whole build. So, let's set these off to the side here. I'm looking for bag 1, but we're not going to jump into it just yet, because I want to show you the manual. This one's actually got some colorful stuff in here. I'm hoping this shows up very well, but I can always hold it up, or I could just get a lecture. Let's go get a lecture real quick, and we're ready to rock and roll here. Hey, I got my game together, I know it's not Lego Fortnite, because I'm doing these right now. And we're going to have to go through this. All right. So you get 10 mini dolls. All right. So you have Mia, Emma, Andrea, Olivia. Oh, wow. Stephanie. We've seen these before. And then here we have Mia again, Emma, Andrea. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, this must be written in a different. Oh, Friends Now, the original Friends. Then and now. What? Okay. Horch Ranch, Olivia, and Autumn's mum. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to show us the other dolls. Well, here's the other dolls here. Nova, Ollie, Alia, Paisley. I haven't heard that name in a long time. Zach, Liam, Leo, and Autumn. That's what they look like now. They don't look like any better than they did before. And of course, it just jumps right on in. Now, I know a lot of you guys just don't, especially you guys out there, don't like these. Now, the reason why I get these type of sets is just merely for fun and the commentary, and they're pretty interesting builds. So let's dive right on into bag 1. I'm in a great mood, so no one mess it up. Okay, so it looks like we're building the first doll. And what I'm going to do here is find the box that it came in, because they have all the dolls on there. And it's better to do this anyways. So the first one we're going to be building is Andrea. So obviously she's going to be first, because she's going to have to overlook the construction of her modern mansion. Don't roll off. Okay. Now, I don't know why guys are so scared of these things. I don't get it. And, ooh. Oh, do we get 4 of those in there? I hope so. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, I need this color for making vehicles. Too bad they weren't the low-profile ones, but hey, and it even comes with a pink windshield. Now, sorry guys and gals, the set starts off at a 10, so how bad is this scratch though? That's the thing. And I see a little scuff there. It does feel squeaky clean. Too bad this wasn't transparent clear, even transparent brown or black. Okay. Never seen those before. And I know this is not a brick exploration. We're just see parts that are of interest. And yeah, it even comes with a brick separator too. Now I know a lot of you guys out there just don't like these sets, but they're kind of fun to put together and just mess around with, you know. I'm looking for the wig. Well, there it is. Now she can sit back and watch the construction. Well, she's got makeup on too. Wow, okay. And then she's got her cell phone. We got to find that. It's just a medium as her tile. Now I noticed I didn't even see stickers in this. So I wonder, did I even miss them, or is this actually fully printed? I mean, I still have the envelope too that they came in. I'll have to check. I'm trying to find her cell phone. Oh, there it is. And we can't even get through step 1 yet. I'm trying to see if I had the envelope around here, but I must have picked it up. And that's Andrea, or Andrea, depends on how you want to pronounce it. Nice mini doll. We'll set her there. No, don't be slouching. Put her right there so she can watch what's going on. Well, she's going to pretend she's at the car factory. Why? Because we're building the car next. Bed sign build. So that's a new type of chassis there. I've seen these where there were just 4. Look what they did. They added the extra 2 things on it too. It's obviously going to be a 6-stud wide vehicle. Maybe it might be a really good vehicle that we can build for other creations as well. Now, like I said, I know a lot of guys who just hate these sets, but they have a lot of potential, and the vehicles will also work with regular minifigures too. Now, I do get requests from time to time about making my vehicles and stuff mini doll compatible. And it was not something I really intended, because when I started all this, I wasn't really into the whole Friends or Belleville or Fabuland or anything like that. But now with the event of the Friends dolls kind of gaining in popularity and stuff, we need to start, well, I need to start focusing more on making both vehicles, vehicles both mini doll and minifigure compatible. It's been a request for a while, so I'm going to probably do that. So if you see a modern build, then that's probably why. But the difference with mini dolls and minifigures is they actually stick out another whole stud. So I just have to make a spot just a little deeper, or make the seat slide back for the mini dolls. Plus the mini dolls are also taller than minifigures too. Okay. And then that light is sure just acting up. You know, it works fine until I start, whoops, we need 1x1s, not 1x2s. And you know, it works fine until I start filming, and the next thing it kind of flashes. Maybe it's tired and it's sick of all the review offers, and I don't blame it, but we have to get through them together. All right. Now, I don't know if this is a collaborative build or not, so your guess is as good as mine. I'm hoping it is, because this would make a great set for maybe a mother and daughter to put together, or brother and sister. You know, I think that'd be really cool. Now, if I can't find things, guess what I'm going to do? Start sorting by color. And you do get a lot of coral, like coral rims, 1x6 plates, and stuff like that. There's enough pieces here probably to build a nice car. In fact, I could probably build my little blue pickup truck with just these colors alone. All right, did we already get those in there? Okay, I'm looking for some other parts in here too. I know there's going to be somebody out there who's probably going to go, oh, you're one of those guys that builds those things. Well, these are interesting sets. And, you know, as ambassadors, we get to request what sets we want to build. Well, guess what sets I wanted to build? These. Why? To annoy the guys. You know, these are really cool sets. They're fun. You don't like them, that's fine, but they have really unique, oddball colored parts. A lot of us always talk about that in our Discord group. There's some out there who hate them, and I'm like, no, really, just take a look at the parts in there. No one's going to look at you differently. And it's like, wow, I didn't think about that. They do have a lot of nice parts, yeah. like that. I've never seen one of those in red before. It's a 1x2 by 2/3 plate with bow. I've seen them in light blue, but not in that color. That'd be great for a rear brake light for a vehicle. So if we didn't have this set, we wouldn't know that exists. And all right. And I know sometimes the colors in these sets are kind of off, you know, but still they're kind of cool just to see these colors pop out. I like sets with lots of bright colors. And I know it's a little different than when I build my own mocks and stuff like that, where they're not as, you know, bright. But still, these sets really do have a lot of color. You know what I could do? We're going to focus right in on the build here. Let's focus that in for you there. Okay. And there is stickers that are coming up. So I may have to take a break and find those real quick for you. So let's go ahead and work our way up to the stickers. I thought I saw them when I was unboxing the set, but there wasn't that many. But if there are, they're probably in one of the building guides here, which I'll have to find. Oh, wait a minute. No, here they are. Sorry, guys, I didn't lose those, but there they are. And yeah, I'm looking for another one of those. Yeah, a bluish green or a teal car is pretty cool. You know, it's a color that you don't really see very often in Lego. So enjoy it. Let's see here. And of course I can't make guys like this stuff too, but it's, I mean, man, look at all these nice pieces we could use for other things as well. All right. And sticker number 25, which is that right there. Wow, I mean, you could have just bricked all that together and it would look just as good. No, we're going to have to put a bunch of stickers on this. 2,275 pieces. You know, I was hoping maybe this would be, so I didn't get that on there very well. Well, if it continues to get like that, I have to ding off a bit more. Remember, we had that piece that was slightly scuffed, so. Jay, you're nitpicking. Yeah, right? So I just haven't really been getting a lot of the tutorial stuff in. Like, I had to skip a whole week because I'm just bombarded with set reviews. And it's not just a set review that I'm doing. I'm doing, like, this is the last of them. This one came in right after I got the last one filmed. And it was a lot of 1 and a lot of 5, so I have a long ways to go in terms of filming sets. That's not too bad. So there's a lot of sets to do. And just to get them done, but this set here, and I think, I'm going to see if the offer still stands. I know they were looking for people who, they wanted us to do interviews with the creators on sets like this. And I'm going to have to see if that offer still stands. I couldn't do an interview with them because I had no clue what this set looked like. I just was given a set number. I'll contact them and see, and if they tell me the offer has now void, then hey, that's on them. Saves me time, but if they don't, then I'd like to see if we can get a conversation going. I have a few questions already about this set in terms of its origins, like why. Imagine building that little red pickup. Imagine building it in this color. It'd be really cool. Maybe someday we will. All right. And sometimes I'm getting lost here. I don't know, this car is kind of just, I'm going to say it's ugly so far. I mean, I know we're just building it, but it just seems kind of off. No steering wheel yet? Maybe it doesn't come with one. Oh yeah, here's one. Wow, the Friends sets get the normal steering wheel and the Lego City sets get the dinky things? Lego, come on, you can do better than that. Give us the real beefy wheels. I'm sure the Friends dolls won't mind. Can't wait till we start having fun with this. We just started, so we can't really expect to go too far in that. I think that goes on the bottom. Okay. Must be the ramrod, so you can ram into your new house. I gotta have fun with these guys and gals or I'd go insane. Finally got my truck back together and it works pretty well. I didn't solve the ABS light issue, but I solved a bunch of other issues putting it all back together. So now I gotta look at the manual again and see what else I need to do to it to make it work. You know, trial and error. Alrighty. So far, is this build keeping my interest? It's different. So yes, this is very bright and colorful. Some of the colors I'm kind of questioning, but for the most part, it's not too bad. Alright. You can also learn some new building techniques too. See this little thing in the middle? That also works with regular minifigures too. That's what I'm saying. If I can just come up with something for both figure and minifigures, won't be too bad. Do we need to make 2 of these or just 1? I'll guarantee you this is probably a mirror, so I'm just going to mirror it out. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's what we need. And the one that's closest to me here is going to be the one from... Wait a minute, hold on. I've got to put this on the other side. I'm thinking of it weird. Yeah, Christmas is just around the corner, and I still got to get a couple more things left to get off my list, and I'm going to have to go and check real quick. Go to the store and buy some remaining stuff. That's just how it is. Okay, they go like this. So this one must go right here. That's not too bad. Okay. And you know what I could do is turn that up full blast to saturate it. We'll turn that up just a little bit. What am I at here? I'll go OCD. Let me turn it on to 20. I don't like odd numbers like that. All right. Take 4 of these and okay, so we place them on both sides of the wheel wells, but you can't even, well, Lego calls them mud guards, but whatever they're called. And then this right here, Even I learn new building techniques and stuff from sets like this. And now, if I have to get up suddenly, I have to attend to my parents and stuff, so if I have to get up, you'll see the video chopping out. I heard somebody calling me, so it wasn't, I'm like, they have an app on the phone that I've written up. I'm like, here, there's something that you need me for, press it and it'll automatically just notify me in here, even if my door's cracked open. They're like, why do you work late at night doing that Lego stuff? I said, it's relaxing. So what they did here is they just used this cross bracket thing and they shoved the wheel in like that. Never thought about that. It's not a bad idea to attach a wheel in there, because there's always been some cases where I'm like, how do I stick that wheel in there? Well, that's how they did it. So that's pretty interesting how Lego did that. Okay, I think there's duplicates of these too. So far the vehicle's pretty good. And well, I'm missing one of those. I thought we had another one of those 1x2s. Maybe it's different on the other side, but it's not. Okay, nothing in my hands. Got some of these. Alright, did anything eat up the parts? Are we missing a piece? Did I not empty out the bag all the way? Is that what I did? No, the bags are empty, so either that or I put it in the wrong place. Let's see here. It doesn't hurt to go check your work. I don't see it anywhere. Let me just pull some of these parts out of here. Kind of start sorting things out. Always check under things. Check inside your tires, because sometimes they'll be hiding under there. If not, then I'll have to go find one. I'm looking on the floor too. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so they show this going right here. That's a little nice decorative pattern. That means it goes over here now. Okay. All right. In addition to that, we just did the one over here, and we did this guy. So steps 30 and 31 are over here. We just did them. So yeah, I do jump ahead for those who've watched my, this is your first time watching these, I do jump ahead a lot in the builds. Now these are not a bad, this is not a bad car, it's just, well, a little drafty there. It's almost like I forgot to put a part in there. And let me look here. Supposed to be a hole there. Maybe that's the wind things. Yeah, just this front alone looks pretty good. Just get rid of these weird colors and just come up with something really cool with it. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I see. And then some 1x3s in the middle there. So it looks like bag one just consists of the convertible. Okay, these are supposed to face outwards, and we got to put these here. Sometimes I'm working on 2 different steps, so my bad. That's how my mind works. Okay. And then after that, we gotta make a gift here. So throw 2 little purple studs in there. Maybe they're diamond earrings, we don't know. Got this, and we gotta put a sticker on that. Isn't that not so cool? Well, if I can get that to close. Sticker number 21, which is that right there. Oh, yuck. What were they thinking? Ooh, that's gonna get ripped. That's gonna get ripped off when I'm done with this, or I get done with the review. It just sits back in here. I hope I don't forget that there's a gift back there. Sits like that, I assume. Kind of interesting in the back, and yeah, you got the pink windshield that goes on it now. Is that even street legal? I doubt it. Who knows? I can't even get the windshield on. There we go. Well, it's almost there, except we're missing something, and you know what it is. You guys like those coral tires. Building a car in that color would be cool, but they have the, well, these are a little different. They shoved those on there like that. I gotta make 4 of those. Oh, come on, like, we gotta put some gold rims on this baby. These chrome on them. No, it's... Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? I got part of it right. I have one job, and I didn't manage to get it right. Now, mind you, we hadn't even started the big mansion yet. We're just still working on the car. That did not want to go on there. There's a donut right there. Maybe that box is supposed to be full of donuts. You get 2 donuts, 3 donuts. Did I even put the wrong tiles in there? I did. Alright, we're going to have to pop that out. Pull this out. So this is actually donuts. We'll pull that out. Put the donut tiles. At least those are printed. It says 2 donuts. Wow, okay, so somebody's going to have to fight over those. Unless one barfs one up. There we go. Put that back in there. And then we'll put the top back on it. Hey, you know what though? At least I'm honest and I don't script these, and I make mistakes and I show you how to fix it. If you make the same one or if you make something different, it's all the same thing. It's all about troubleshooting. That's a good thing about Lego, because you can learn how to troubleshoot your own creations if you're building stuff freehand, like your own mocks and stuff. Now, I'm not going to put her in the car. The reason being is I'm going to keep her out for the tour. And that's basically what it is right there. We got the car done. So bag 1 consists of Andrea and the bluish green sports car. And that is what we have remaining for bag 1. Okay, we're going to be moving on to bag 2. We'll set this over here. And see how much this is going to get defaced with stickers. Well, this is his big parts. At least we're not building anything small, and that looks more like normal colors there. And let me back this out a little bit and see what we're building here. Okay. You have to admit, with my style, it's all raw. Okay, I need to get into the bulk bags. We need to grab those pieces out there too. So you just need one of each. So, all right, let's open this up. And yes, ooh, that's shiny. Look at that. Usually these are matted. No, this is really shiny. Wow. Let me guess. I hope there's not going to be any stickers on that. All right, well, we need one of these. Huh. It's got the garage door things on the sides, but what would fit in there? Maybe we'll get a new part or something that fits in there. And then there's another bag that I gotta find here. Now notice we haven't even built anything yet because I gotta find all the, I mean, there's just a lot of bags that come with this set. There's another one here. And if I can find out where to rip it open. And there we go. Now we can proceed on. And we don't even need those right now. We'll set those over there. And now we can focus on the next portion of the build. Okay. Yeah, you can obviously tell now we're going to be building the big mansion. Isn't that cool? In all its glory and stuff. Yeah. All right, and then we need this right here. Oh my goodness, the surfer is starting to come out again. Okay. There's some Technic in there. I mean, let's see here. I may have to back this out a bit more. We're building straight up. I'm going to turn this down just a hair. I'm at 5%. Wow, really? That's not really making much of a difference. We'll leave that off for right now unless we need it. All right. So, if you like these style videos, let me know in the comments, or if you're just too shy, then I'll understand. If you don't say anything, I'm assuming you like these. Okay. The red one. It's right size. And what are we building here? You can't have one Lego set without Technic. You know what, I bet you anything this is probably the garage. I'm hoping this mansion is completely modular. And the reason being is because this would make a great little family collaborative build. Yeah, I think this is the garage door. I've used those a few times for the garage. Maybe it isn't the garage. We don't know. We really won't know anything until we're done. Oh, this one's matted. I like the matte finish better. When it gets high glossy like that tile, it easily gets scratched. And this just shoves in there. And we just got to build one more of these things in reverse. So I don't know if I'll even get to any, I'm hoping to get to some custom stuff by the end of the year. Or at least start working on some building guides for you guys and gals. And wait, okay, I'm screwing up here. All right, I got to get this tech. I'm already used this already a couple of times already in the whole build. These friend sets are actually hard. It's the colors that are kind of blinding my vision here. Well, that's not quite how the picture looks. Let me pop that off and do it right. There we go. And then it goes right next to the white bricks here. I'm not sure what this is. Is this one of those things that comes up and tells you you can't park there? Like the spike strip that comes up in the parking lots? those things that are really mean, that have a sign that says, watch out, severe tire damage, and it's like, no, it's not really severe. You put that there. I see a lot of those down in Santa Monica. They don't want you parking anywhere for free. You gotta pay up or they get you. And kind of Venice Beach, it's also like that too. And let's see here. Well, I don't know if I want to get a haircut this week. I don't know, I just kind of just don't want to go down there and mess with it right now. I'm just inclined to wait until next year. If I have to do a video on here, which I got to do a face video, I may just throw on a beanie and call it a day. Oh, that'd be good for making terrain stuff. Like having dirt kind of coming down the hill. And don't forget that piece there. I don't know if I did or did it. Yeah, I almost forgot that guy. Oh, let's see how many mistakes we can make in this tonight, huh? That's a good way to tally up and have some fun on this set. As I'm getting kind of quiet, it's bedside build. I'm getting tired a little bit, but I really want to get onto these now so I don't get too far behind on sets. I don't want to be building sets throughout the whole holiday. You know, I want to have some time away from bricks. And two, my fingers need a rest. I've been doing this almost every night, pretty much. Matter of fact, these sets weren't supposed to arrive till Wednesday, and I thought, oh, I have plenty of time. I'm going to take a breather. Now, when they came in, I thought, well, I got to get them done, so may as well start on them now. And that's where we're at now, is I had to start on all these. Well, this bag's going pretty quick because it's all bigger pieces. Okay, there's a slope right there. Put that in later. I was looking for this color for a build, believe it or not, and I didn't have enough of it to really go anywhere, and looks like this set may have just what I need, but I've already built the tutorial, so it's not really going to do me any good. Now what I'll do between bags, I'm going to start fixing up for bed. First I have to do this. Do some Morse code with that. All right, looks like now we're starting to actually add bricks to this. Cool. Making sure that you can see what I'm doing too. So far this doesn't look like anything special. Not yet anyways, we haven't gotten that far. Okay, this one gets lined up here, along with that. In case it's meant to put your car in here and to hit the car for it and it flies out the garage. That's what I'm just assuming what it is. Well, I think I already know what goes in there. Let's put this ramp in here first. And this just sits in here. like that. So I bet you anything this car sits in here like that, and you do this, have the car, have the car go out of the garage. I bet that's what that's for. I don't know why we're using these for. It's kind of a new piece. You put a door and you got the garage doors by it, so I don't know if it's meant, you know, for what it is, or, well, there's something that goes in the middle of it then. I mean, yes, even these type of sets have some Technic in them too. Is that even coral or orange? I can't tell. Or magenta. All right, and then a bushing. I think whoever's going to get this set is probably going to have fun. And honestly, this is keeping my interest right here, guys and gals. This is keeping my interest. I know it's hard to believe, but this is not boring at all. Well, for me anyways. Maybe if you're not interested in this thing, maybe not. But for me, it is keeping my interest. So I'm just hoping it's modular. You know, Lego, you could have just used some wall panels in here instead of these. I have a whole drawer of these, or a box full. I don't even use those. They're good for between windows and stuff, but... Okay. This is that new orange color. It's kind of darker than the bright orange, just a little bit. See, here's regular orange that Lego's been providing us. You can see how they're different. So they're getting the... I think that might be regular orange, and that's just bright orange. We gotta make... Whoa, that's brittle. Uh-oh. I have to be careful because I have to ding a point off that does that again. But yeah, that's a new color. So we're just putting 1x2s in here, so that tells me that this part doesn't exist in brick form yet. Maybe Lego wants to see how well it performs. See, this is starting to come apart. Okay, not really sturdy. Wouldn't we strengthen up the top before we put these little pieces in? I mean, really, Lego, I would have just done the big stuff first. Now we can focus on this. These walls are starting to collapse in. That's the problem I'm having while they're doing that. At least that's kind of going together. And the reason why I'm looking for stuff that's mainly, okay, hold on, we're making a mistake here, let's put that there. Mainly modulars, if you want to pick this up and move it, it's a little easier for the builder to move this around. And we're missing one of these. I have a white one here. So, did I grab the wrong size and put it in somewhere? I don't know. I mean, that's 10, but I mean, if I made a mistake, that's on me, but let me check back here real quick. I bet there was a mistake in this book here. You notice at the end is where I usually make the boo-boos at. I'm trying to backtrack it here. Let me go back further. Yeah, it's just that. You know what, I bet you anything there's a typo in this book. I'm checking all my work here. This is all white in here. But see this one right here? You can see where it's that color. The book shows it that, but they gave me a white piece. So, the box has anything on it here. It doesn't even show the garage here. I'm just checking here. This is the thing you get when you do these type of builds. You just don't know. I'm not the designer of it. It doesn't show it in there. You know what? I bet you anything that there might have been a mistake in parts. I'm just inclining to think that this is not supposed to be in here, but up here, and this is down here. So if you get that issue, you may correct it, or you don't have to. I don't know how critical it is. I mean, it looks a little better, but I looked at that and thought, well, that doesn't make any sense. And that is what we have remaining for bag 2. Okay, bag 3, and this looks like Technic or something, I don't know. Because the first few steps of bag 3 look like it's Technic. Alright. You know, I've seen some YouTubers where they're going through all these sets, like they buy a lot of an old, like a lot of Lego, like a tote, and sometimes they'll find just pieces that are like sets that are like 10, 15, 20 years old. Just imagine in 20 years you're going to find a lot of this in Lego collections. And like I said, I mentioned this in another installment, but it never dawned on me. Boy, it just does not want to go in there. That the reason why we're starting to see more Lego lots coming, going on for sale, is that people that are my parents' age, probably in their 70s or 80s, are starting to sell this stuff off. Because kids don't, like, if I was an adult and didn't care about this stuff, I'd be like, my childhood Lego, I don't care for it. I'm just going to sell it. My kids wouldn't be interested in it. And that's how you would look at it as. And that's how a lot of the stuff ends up in thrift stores, rummage sales, garage sales, yard sales. And I'm looking for a little Technic pin that goes in there and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. So that's how this stuff finds its way in there. There you go. So that finishes that off. That must be the little handle then. Yeah, because my childhood Lego was sold off, and then I found who had it, and I thought, do they still have it? So I contacted them and told them who I was, and they said, no, we threw that out a long time ago. And I just thought, at that point, I wasn't really emotionally attached to it at that point in time. But it's like, you're kidding me, because I would have just bought that back. Oh, we threw it away. So that tells you, some people throw this stuff away. I've had some of my fans tell me that they'll find Lego in trash cans sometimes. People just toss it in the dumpster, like, oh, my kids are not interested. So what do? They'll toss it away. What's the point of that for? I thought they made a piece that was like this, huh? Alright, so okay, this thing's kind of confusing here. So I'm just setting this up so it makes sense to me here. So I think that's what the book shows there. And I think what you're supposed to do well, it's not going to work quite right until we get it all buttoned up here. So if you like these styles of builds, I want to know. I notice this channel is starting to take off in terms of viewership, just because I guess a lot of people just don't spend the time to sit down and build with their audience. You know, it's kind of unfortunate, but for somebody like myself who just want to kind of build along, or if you have the set, or if you want to see a preview of the set, there you go. This must be the garage door. Of course, I've been wrong a few times in this set already, so we don't know. But I at least got some sets filmed and ready to go. You guys probably already seen the Fortnite set that was sent to me as a promo offer. And yeah, it was probably one of the very first videos I ever had to script half of it because I was told to. And I'm not much of a scripter, but like this is not scripted. This is not Lego putting thoughts in my mouth. This is my own thoughts. You know, like I say, I enjoy the set. You notice I haven't been bored with it, so this is obviously enjoyable to put together. I'm relaxed. It's got a lot of colors. This is why I like the Friends sets. You get in colors. Okay, there's your door. Alright, so let's start building up the door thing for this. And it's just kind of a shame, though. A lot of guys don't like these stuff. I mean, I understand, you know. I mean, especially if you're a teenager and you don't want any of your buddies knowing you do this type of thing. But as an adult, well, it gets a little easier. Like a coworker starts hounding you about it. You just ignore them at that point. You know, because at the end of the day, their opinions mean nothing to me. I do this just to unwind. Or to get the parts on backwards, huh? Well, one of these is backwards, depends on how you look at it. Okay, fine, I'll take that out. Matter of fact, these sets came in so fast. At first I thought it was the Christmas gifts that I ordered, and I was like, well, that wasn't really no help. Now I would have just shoved a 1x2 plate on, or a 1x8 plate on here would have sufficed, but they got this really kind of fancy, intricate thing, unless it's meant for the car to clear, but I can't even get that in there. And then once that's done, we're not done with the door yet. We're still a ways from getting that done. Here, I thought my garage doors were pretty elaborate. A 1x2 Technic lift arm. Wow, those are kind of cool. And those are like summer colors. Okay, flip it over, there we go, and on this side here on the left, you gotta make 2 of these, or 3 of them. You know, why don't I have these access to new pieces? I don't work for Lego, and 2, if I had access to all their parts, imagine the tutorials I'd bring out. I wouldn't have to wait literally years to find the right parts. And then the garage door goes in here. Oh, wait a minute, it slides on the track. Well, we'll see what that does eventually. Okay. Now what they want you to do is to put this in here like this. So I think what this does is it opens up the door, right? And the car flies out. Well, it comes apart, right? Because we're not supposed to be playing with that yet. I mean, we're getting there. But that's not too bad. It's pretty seamless. I would have picked another color for the door, but I'm not the creator, so I can't do that. So this would be a nice little mechanism for just a future garage door. Just clean it up, make it look a little better for a city build. It would be pretty cool. At least we're filling this in over here. Where does this 1x6 go? Did I forget something? Oh, right there. Well, it's still not going to help out the thing falling apart, so we're not done with it yet. So it looks like bags 2 and... So bag 3 just does the garage door. It does the functioning garage door. I'm just noting myself for when I tag the video. I don't know what these are until I get to finishing up the tutorials. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's how that goes. I'm supposed to put these in here next. So I'm obviously forgetting stuff here. Is that what that's supposed to be? I'm just checking here real quick. It shows that there. Like I said, if you're not sure, but why would this hang over here? Oh, because you need the corner brick in there. It's like looking at that thing and we're supposed to be a 1x2. Okay, now this thing's going to get a little strong. We just have to fortify this before we can really mess with it here. Wait a minute. This, see, I am just kind of getting sloppy here. This goes here. I don't want to try it out, but I really want to get the door functioning first, or at least get this put in here before we do. And that is what we have remaining for bag 3. And just for fun, let's see here. Well, it's hanging on something here. Let's button into this piece here. There we go. Okay, so let's put the car in there real quick. So basically what this does is the car just sits in here. We crank the handle. If I can do it right. See, it's buttoned up against this one brick here. Oh, I have to help it. That's basically what it does. Not too bad. Whoops. Yeah, this is, you may have to wait until you play around with this. You notice how it's just falling apart on me. It's not working quite right. So, yeah. Okay, now we have that cord. I can't tell if that's Mia or whatever. Let's see who she is here. I don't feel like a fool and not know her name. Yes, I was correct. No, maybe not. Oh, there's 2 dudes in here. I didn't see Leo. Who is she? I don't even oh, okay. Her name is Autumn, so we're going to build Autumn next. See, I have to do all this. No, don't fall off. I got so many boxes up here. Okay. Alright. We need that too. So I think we're done with the garage. Now we got to put together Autumn. Don't tell me there's 2 guys in that whole set. Or is there more in there? I don't know. We'll find out eventually. And yeah. Ooh, it comes with these. Cool. Those make great parts for like swimming pools. Okay, you got a bunch of those in there. Ooh, 1x1s, those will always come in handy too. Even that's great for landscaping there, for like a flower bed. Don't worry, we're getting to the torso and stuff eventually. There we go. There's the parts. And there's the torso. Oh, let's see the legs buried in there. We'll get those out in a second. Oh, you're what? Is that purposely broken or what? Oh, okay. So Autumn's only got... Well, I'm trying to keep this stuff from falling down here. Hold on. There we go. Autumn's only got one hand, I've noticed. Okay, I thought that was broken. I was like, really? That's cool that Lego's doing that, though. Why? Because Autumn is perfect. There you go. She almost looks like the gal from Wendy's. Just give her the red hair. Alright, and then the sparkly shoes. Cinderella, probably Cinderella's long-lost sister. We'll set her there so she can watch. I'm like, oh, I thought this would have been done by now. No, not yet, Autumn. We're getting there. It's slow go right now. Because Andrea had to fall asleep on the job. Or she's in her car trying to figure out how to get out the garage. She built herself into a hole. Oh, that's a olive green or baby poop green. All right. Is that a... Okay, this one's got cross holes. That might need to be put there for a reason, so... Now we're putting in basic bricks, which is cool. I don't know what the age range of this is, 14 plus. This is like Lego Friends Expert. I'd love to see a Lego Friends Expert set Lego. I think you should just make one. I mean, this one's got a price tag on it. This is about the price of an old school modular. I remember when modulars were only like $150 or so, and now they're approaching $200, $300. Practically a... I wish this was a... I wish Lego would make a modular series for the Friends. I think that'd be cool. And some of you guys are going to hate me for this, but get rid of the minifigures and put the mini dolls in there. I think they'll have fun. Alright. It's kind of wiggly there. Oh wow, a 2x8 brick in black. That's kind of rare. I need to find more of these sand yellow slopes. This is a 25 degree. Those are good for terrain. And then after that, this piece goes in here. You do also get some dark azure. This would have worked great for the pontoon boat that I had. I didn't have enough of it at a time to really do full-blown dark azure. I think I did some of it in medium azure, but dark azure is kind of what I was shooting for. I just did not have enough of it at the time. So when you watch my tutorials, sometimes I don't have the parts to make what I want, so I just use substitute colors that are pretty darn close to the colors that I have in my imagination. And then that goes there. I don't think I'm quite done with the tiling yet, but I think this plugs onto that eventually. Can you see what I'm doing? Yep. Gee, why do you jump around? It's just how my mind works sometimes. That's kind of like a fault, but that's just how it is. Yeah, who's all ready for Christmas? I'm kind of not. Usually that's seasons to be drama, so I gotta hide on that one. Alright, so we're working in this little corner here. I'm just hearing the comments now. Ooh, Jay, why are you building that for? That's for girls. I don't know. I didn't say it was for girls on the box. I don't know. Let me look here. Let's see here. Lego Friends, Andrea's Modern Mansion, 42639, 14. No, it doesn't say that. It just says for Lego Friends. I don't know. That's what the box told me, so I guess it's okay. I mean, who's really going to know anyways? It doesn't. I mean, the box didn't tell me that I can't build it. So I guess that's quite all right. I can use that for making some old mossy shake roofing. Okay, that goes there. So it looks like this one here is building some kind of entryway or something. Could be the stairway to get in here, or the base of it. Better not go too fast here. So far, though, it is keeping my interest. I'm not kidding you. It is keeping my interest. So when I get done with this, I'm going to contact Lego and see if the designers still want to do an interview. And if that time has already elapsed, then I should have sent this earlier. Usually, if it's a good set, they'll kind of just ignore me on it. And so far it is. Like I said, I'm knowing that I'm an adult, but I'm a guy, and this is still pretty enjoyable to put together. So just imagine if you're a dad and you have a daughter that likes this stuff. There you go. You and your daughter will probably get along really well putting this together. Especially when it comes time to, when you get to the mini dolls, you can just toss them out on their ears. Two dudes with all those girls in the house. This is asking for trouble. Alright. Yeah, that's got a lot of bright colors. I mean, this is keeping me awake. It's not like building something out of white, gray, and black. I mean, you expect a modern mansion, but I kind of want to see this. Matter of fact, if you were inclined to do so, you could actually swap the colors out on this and make it any color you wish. This step here's got a lot of stuff going here. I'm on step 72 in the manual. Okay, it goes like that. Keep wanting to look at step 73. Yeah, tonight we had hamburger gravy, and then later tonight for a snack I had a fried burger because I had some leftover patties I wanted to kind of get rid of. And for Christmas Eve we're having a deli tray. Hey, you know what? If we don't have to cook, that's fine by me. You know? Ooh, a 1x8 medium nougat brick. I'll have to pick a couple of those up for some builds. I bet this is going to connect to that. I have a feeling it is. Alright, there's a white brick that goes behind that. Uh-oh. missing the brick that goes here. We have 2 here, there's 1 here, here. Oh, the manual was hiding it. Bad, naughty manual, so we don't want to. The book was just being mean and trying to hide parts for me to blame Lego. Okay. But I'm enjoying this one here. This is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Is it worth $200? I don't know yet. But I don't feel like I'm wasting my time on it either. So, you know, I always get, well, Jay, you know, Lego sends this stuff to you. It's free. You're going to be biased. Not really, because I have to put my time into building these. Like I said, I want to work on my own customs. So, do I feel like I'm throwing away my time? Not at all. This is pretty good. Alright, so let's start at this in here. We're going to skip a... Okay, let's put a... I don't think it's going to matter here, but we don't know. Okay, we'll slide that in there first. The reason why is I can't tell about that corner there. So, if you're not sure, start it in that you feel comfortable with and work your way. Whoops. Except that fell out. Almost down to a 9.9 now. Alright. Now these are the same type of terrain pieces I use for my campground, if you've noticed. So you know what that means. And I think that's it for bag 4. And that is what we have remaining for spare pieces. And I think I'm going to wrap up here with bag 5. I think 4 installments is more than enough. I really don't have a baseline on this because the next 3 installments after this are going to be strictly 4 bags. Uh-oh, how bad are these scratched? Oh, I like that piece. I liked it until I saw the nice scratch there. Now we're down to a 9. 9 point something. That's not acceptable, Lego. What a waste of a good part. Well, this one here, whoops. Sometimes you can't tell. That's got a couple of pits in there. I don't use those, so now we're going to get down to a 9. I think what I'm going to start doing is just dinging off when I start seeing it. Ding off 1 point instantly for scratched parts, and just leave it at that. Instead of dinging off for individual brick. The reason being is because it can ruin the build for some, and it does ruin it for me. You know, so I just that's how I'm doing it. Well, we found the wig. So who are we building now? It's got a red. Oh, maybe it is a dude. Let's see here. Oh, we got Leo. Oh, wow, we're going to have a lot of fun with this guy. All right. Well, yeah, the pants obviously tell us, huh? Surfer skater dude. And the wig. That's actually a nice flippy surfer shag look. What a waist. That'd look good on a regular minifigure. Alright, let's see here. I'm not too sure about the shirt though, but if I can get the wig on right. I mean, that's a dude. I'd have gave him some broccoli here and called it a day. All right. I think he would have looked better with the broccoli cut. Girls like that stuff. Okay, that's who Leo is. So we're gonna put him right there, and the reason being is so Andrea here can get all jealous and get mad. They can fight over him. Oh, why not? You know, like I said, this is why I like getting these friend sets, because it's the commentary. You know, a lot of, like I said, people frown on them, but for me, just think of the commentary that goes along with these things. You know, that's kind of what I'm after them for. And we have some kind of sliding thing. So this must be a sliding platform that goes in here. See, a lot of these type of builds give somebody a preview of what Lego sets are coming out, what is the build involved. But I've noticed more and more parents are watching this stuff. Just to kind of skim through to see if this is something that their child would like. You know, what's the difficulty level and all that stuff. So, hey, you know what, that's a good way. You know, I wish they had YouTube back when I was a kid. And I can show my parents, hey, this is the whole build. This is not that hard. I can handle this, you know. We didn't have YouTube back in the 70s and 80s. That was just how it was. All we had were the commercials on TV where they made the toy. Anybody remembers that game Guess Who, where you'd close down the tab until you guess the right person? Like, does this person have blonde hair, green eyes? You'd close all those down. We always thought those little cards would talk to you. When you got the game home, it's like, no. And then you look at the commercial later on, it says, oh, it says figures do not actually talk, and you were real sad with a saddy face and crying tears. That's how bad it was. But all the same, though, you know. Now today, I'm sure it's probably possible to make that game talk. In fact, I was playing around with this AI program I've been kind of messing around with for my job, and you could pretty much put anybody you want in there and they would actually talk, ask you questions. One of our developers, his wife passed away, and he was thinking of a way to bring her back, and I thought, well, I don't know. And that was the end of that, and I just left it at that. Not my place to judge, but yeah, I was just, you know, it would be kind of cool to have that technology around. I guess he was making it to hear his wife's voice again. I don't know. I never really asked. So we get some medium azure here with dark azure. That looks like colors you'd use in your swimming pool, along with these. Usually see that for liners of pools too. I remember as a kid I always thought the water in the pool was always blue until you drain the pool and the plaster was just solid white. I know above ground pools they're usually blue. And you put the water in, it's really blue. Yeah, I've been watching the nightly news, and they're having nasty weather back east. Like, it's blizzards, pouring down rain, tornadoes. Now, I'm jumping steps here. I gotta slow down a little bit. Out here, on the other hand, just like in the 80s today, it briefly rained, probably sprinkled, just enough to muddy up the car, and that was it. It's been lightly sprinkling, but nothing catastrophic out here, but it's been hot and humid. And yeah, so that's our December out here. It's tropical weather. Are those holes supposed to be there? Let me take a look. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it there. We don't know. Do I know? Not really, but we will find out eventually. Okay, I can always use a couple of these in blue. Oh, I see what this is now. Okay. Well, now you're probably going to see what we're building here in a second. I need to really dump off my cameras. The reason being is because I'm actually running out of space on everything. Even my hard drives are full just doing reviews. And reviews are kind of expendable at this point, but one thing I always like to back up is my video tutorials because they do have a meaning for me. Yes, now we know exactly what that is. Even Leo knows what it is. Okay, and then the bed just slides in here. What is that, like a hideaway bed or something? I thought that's where the pool's going to be. Maybe it's a water bed. And you know what I forgot to do? Put the footboard on the bed. Oh, it's already there. Okay. And okay, this goes back here. The reason why I was looking at that thinking, well, how is that even possible there? Yeah, they show that there, which is kind of silly. They could have just showed that in a different step or did something different with that because I had to stop there for a second and look. Yeah. That's a bed that just slides out. I hope we're going to put a little handle or something on that bed. And a lot of dark azure. Not enough to build a whole house out of it, but I'm kind of lost here. Why are we, you know what? This is supposed to go right there. Let's take our scratched 4x4. I'm hoping I can get more of these in clear. Got to make a great window for like some old school campers. All right. Okay. Is that the dunking tank for old Leo when the girls get tired of him? They'll dunk them in there? Head first. I think there's 2 dude mini dolls in here, so we'll have to have some fun with this. And don't worry, I'll keep it clean. Just playing around with this. Really surprised Lego has never picked up the Barbie line. I mean, this is probably the next best thing to it, but still, I'm missing a brick. Did the manual hide it? No. Unless I put one of these in wrong somewhere. Let's take a look. No, I have a blue one here. Let's see. Nothing in the bags. Well, it shows this here. I have one extra one of these. Or maybe if I learned how to count. Let's put that there. Whoops, my bad. Alright, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to incline to back this camera out just a hair. And so, because Autumn told me to, and then that's where we go. So this right here just covers this up. Keep the water from raining into the bed. And we are missing a blue brick, or like a, so let's see, did I put it somewhere wrong? I mean, I've already been making mistakes, so it is possible. I see the black on that side there. Let's take a look here. Because there's a black one. And there's a green one by 6, but I'm looking for a dark azure. Like I said, if you think you made a mistake, check your work. And yeah, that's correct. Make 2 of those. That's what we did there. What about in the back of the bed? Well, we won't know. Let me pop this cover off here. I see it. Okay, now I know where it's at. How do you get that bed out of there? That way. So I put it there instead. So, well, like I said, that's the beauty about doing my style of reviews. Because I'm not going to filter. I'm not going to censor it. If I make a mistake, because most people are going to make mistakes on this stuff. I know I do. And I can just come in here and say, okay, well, what do we do when we get a mistake? That's what we did. So if you got a young one that's building this, it's not too bad. Just take a step back, take it apart a little bit, correct, fix up your mistakes, and then when you're done, put it back together again. All done. Then we can continue on. That's why I do these. Not only for your entertainment, for me to get it done, but to show you, hey, if you make a boo-boo, you can fix it. We didn't glue it together. Well, that's kind of a nice piece to just have in there. Maybe that's Leo's prison cell. What's the other dude's name in here? We haven't seen him. G-Wan. I'll have to throw G-Wan somewhere too. We'll get to him eventually. Okay. I'm not sure what's going to go in there. What is the point of that for, huh? Oh, we're using terrain to hide part of that. Okay, I see what we're doing. Yeah, I'll contact them and tomorrow and see if the offer still stands on the interview, because I'm kind of curious. Or I could just wait until I build the whole set so I have a model to look forward to, but I got the book. And I'm sure, just like with everybody else, everybody's taken off. There's been no construction here. I don't think there's going to be anything this week, because the guys that are doing everything out here are taking, I don't know why I put that in there, are taking 3 weeks off, I believe. Because I don't think half the stuff came in for the bathroom yet, and I'm just like taking time off. They also do other jobs. I think what they said is they do about 70 to 80 jobs a year, which is kind of like what I do in computer programming. You just, when you get a job that's really good, you don't want to just say, nah, screw it, I want to do it. You'll do that job because, sometimes I'll get a job that comes in that's really good, and sometimes I'll get jobs in that are like, yeah, well, I got to get it done anyways. Some nice, good terrain pieces. At least we got some normal colors in this set. And one of these here. I mean, stuff like this is what I like to put together, Lego, is just bright colors. I'm an adult. I don't want, I build mocks that are realistic. Yes, they take the dingy colors. But for me, for something a little fun like this, yeah, this is cool. So far, I'm not really seeing anything going on here. It just feels like I'm throwing parts on this at this time. I mean, I'm sure this is obviously going to be a flower bed, but what are we doing here? It's kind of like guessing and like, what are we doing? That's sure a nice color. Maybe it's a window or something, we don't know, or a little door. Is it set hard? If you're paying attention, no. If you're making boo-boos like me, yeah, it can be a little challenging. Oh, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then we got, great for my campground terrain right there. And see, after I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and generate the thumbnail for it. Well, obviously we got some steps here going into the pool. I'm missing one here. This is a nice little spring, summer, even a fall set. I'm seeing more spring and summer with this. It's just the colors just make it spring and summery. I think because of the pool, the bright colors. Just imagine me doing my campground in December. It just would not, make any sense whatsoever to do it like that. And we're just about done with this here. Now I can continue on and keep going, but I gotta actually get done with some other videos first. Well, I'm finishing up some stuff right now, and I don't want to ruin the flavor. I don't want to get bored of this set just yet. And I thought this would attach to the garage. It looks like it might. Well, we're not done yet. We don't even know. And that's it. And that's what we have remaining. So, summation of thoughts. This is not a bad build. It is keeping my interest. And we're having a lot of fun putting this together. Now, in addition, if I can find them, oh, here they are. We have a bunch of stickers. And that's all we've put in there. What we put on only 2 stickers so far. If you're not sure, hold it up to the light and you'll see. And yeah, unfortunately. So, bag 6 is basically what we're doing here. And I'm pretty pleased with this build, and it's not too bad, especially for what this is. And we have only done 3 mini dolls. So bag 5 just did some of the terrain and the hideaway bed. Now, ladies, now don't be fighting over him. You know, let's put him sitting on the ground. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad build for what this is. And until we meet again, we'll go and continue up, I think, through bags 6, 7, 8, and 9. And let me look here real quick before we depart. I want to make sure, because the book will tell us. This one doesn't tell us exactly what bags are covered. Now, is this modular so far? No. Yeah, we stop at bag 9, so we'll do the next 4. I did 5 in this round, but the next 3 installments we'll be doing 4, so it won't be here as long. But I think, honestly, though, this is going to be a very fun build for any person. I don't know yet. I'm not done. But tell me what you think so far. To me, yeah, it's starting to look like something.